Bill Maher is moving to the middle and making sure that his late night real time stays on for a long time over at HBO. And he says that, well, The View and others like it have to go. Those programs are super woke and they're destroying the television empires that once were. Today we'll tell you what's going on and why Bill Maher has the right stuff, the good stuff, and is moving to a place where he can keep his stuff on air. Well, folks, it's another beautiful day. We're happy that you're here with us. And yes, the topic at hand is The View. Bill Maher is slamming The View, slamming Whoopi Goldberg, and I guess by extension, Disney for continuing to pay these crazy ladies to say the crazy things that they say. Folks, as we dive in, no craziness on our side, a panel of excellence, a video of superior intellect on the way, and yeah, we'll entertain too. Folks, click the like button, and here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, out of the Daily Beast, they love us over there. Corbin Bowley's, the media reporter, he just loves us at Daily Beast. They've got an article here about, well, we've covered this in the past. I'm just going to use it to set it up real quick for everybody. Back in May, they said the Disney CEO, that's Bob Iger, told the host of The Views to tone down the Trump bashing. And you know what? If you read this article, it goes on to say that they said, screw you, Bob. Get out of here, Bob. We're not going to turn the knob down on TDS. Fast forward. Now, out of TV News Now, says, watch, Bill Maher admits he was wrong about Trump on tariffs, doesn't see a country in depression at all, after previously saying he thought tariffs would sink this economy. Two very different strategies being employed here by two very different shows. One that seems to want to stay on the air, The View daring ABC to take them down. I want to play the Bill Maher clip, and I want you to realize that this is from Bill Maher's show, and he is towing a centrist position. He is no longer a hardcore partisan who's going to stick to the talking points from a political position. Rather, he's willing to say when things are going rightly and wrongly. That's very different from The View. Here's what Bill Maher had to say.
Tariffs. Now, I remember along with probably most people, was saying at the beginning, oh, you know, by the 4th of July, somebody had to think how the economy was going to be tanked by then. And I was kind of like, well, that seems right to me, but that didn't happen.
All right, well, hold there. But you've got Bill Maher coming out and saying, what I expected did not come to pass, but that's not all. Because Bill Maher is taking to task those who don't play the game that way. Out of Fox News, it's by Hannah Penrick. It says, Bill Maher takes aim at stupid, woke, slams Whoopi Goldberg's comments on Iran. Maher called it another example of what's infuriating about the far left. He's essentially calling The View the far left. Comedian Bill Maher slammed the stupid woke during his Club Random podcast posted Monday, specifically referencing The View co-host Whoopi Goldberg's recent remarks about Iran. Here's what he said. He said, that is something that, again, is infuriating about the far left, I would say. Call them whatever they want, not the woke, the stupid woke like Whoopi Goldberg. Love her, but when she said a couple weeks ago that being black was the same as being a woman in Iran, it's like, yeah, in 1920, but not today, Maher said, suggesting she watched the Apple series Tehran to learn more about the subject. Goldberg said during an episode of The View that being black in the U.S. in 2025 was the same as being a woman in Iran today. Maher sat down with the liberal YouTube personality Brian Tyler Cohen for his latest podcast, during which they talked about the film industry and Maher's motto, let's live in the year we're living in. Now, here's what I'm saying about this, folks. The View has went on hiatus, and there's article after article after article telling you that this is normal, totally normal. They always go on hiatus. Well, if that's the case, and if there's nothing to see here, then why are there articles out like crazy telling you don't look there? Well, it's because The View went off the air in a weird way with Joy Behar basically saying, folks, we've got one show left. Can we talk about this? Can we say that we're going on hiatus? Which is a totally weird way to say you're doing something normal. Bill Maher is declaring that the View is part of the ultra-left woke weirdos. He hates it. And by the way, that might be why his ratings are doing just fine and The View is going down. Bill Maher taking a completely different tactic. Panel, I think Bill Maher is going to be on the air long after The View closes down. And I suspect that we may see changes, big changes coming to The View this year. What say you?
Well, I mean, Bill Maher has been, if you've been paying attention to Bill Maher over the last couple of years, he's been adopting a more centrist position, to which Bill Maher always says, he's like, I didn't change. He's like, I didn't change my stance. The line shifted. So now where he used to be an ultra liberal, now all of a sudden the line has shifted to where he is a more of a centrist. But you've also seen he has pushed back extensively on the woke revolution. He hates it. He is constantly bashing it. He had dinner with Trump just a couple months ago. We covered it on that Park Place and said that he was a good guy. Like he enjoyed this time with them, and he learned a lot about who the guy actually is outside of media coverage. And that what was his quote? He's like, a crazy man does not live in the White House. A man who portrays a crazy man on TV lives in the White House, and the left tried to destroy him for it, and he's doing just fine.
That's right. He's thriving while the others are losing their jobs. This is crazy unless you've been paying attention to what's really going on. So, Blaine, what do you say when it comes to Bill Maher and his strategy? And are you at all surprised that somebody like Bill Maher figured it out before some of these others? You would have thought they could have caught on at some point and said, we'd like to survive, but it seems like politics comes first for them.
Right. Well, I mean, Bill Maher's been around a while. He's been in this game for a minute, and he gets it. He sees it, and this is a smart move. Staying that politically divisive is not going to work, and it's on either side of the aisle where it's like you have to be able to open your mind to other points of thought, other ways of thinking, and also prepare and be ready for that pendulum swing of the politics. He clearly saw it coming and pivoted a little while back, and that's the thing is you not only you start to grab people on an opposing opinion, but you grab the people in the middle as well, and that is a very good place to be, and it's honestly just a healthy way to be in general, to be able to see from other people's perspectives and whatever. And in this late night space, it seems like the only way to survive. So, I mean, good on him. I think that it will definitely help him, and I think that his career is going to, I mean, it's clearly already, the thing is it's starting to shift the minds of people who were slipping into those farther sides of things as well, that, like I said, he's been doing this for a while, so he has an interesting audience pool that he's starting to make people kind of wake up to, like, maybe we're going a little too far with some of this stuff. So, I think it's a good move for him.
Absolutely, and it may keep him on. And what's interesting, Bill Maher's in his 70s, yet he cares more about having more seasons for his show, and maybe it's about his credibility and his legacy. But people like Sonny Hostin and Joy Behar, they're fully committed to the political goals that they have, and I don't think they care about ratings. And I'm sick and tired of hearing Disney come out and say this is the number one rated daytime talk show. And it's like, yeah, because there's two of them across all the networks. You're just pummeled by The Price is Right. And it's got to cost less to have Plinko than Sonny Hostin go on and get them in more legal trouble. Am I wrong?
Not at all.
And I don't think they're going to change.
No,
these ladies have shown no sign. I think that they'd rather go down on a sinking ship than change.
Well, it's to the point where you don't get those divisive voices in there anymore. You used to have people like Meghan McCain or Candace Cameron, or and they would kind of exist to push back on the liberal point of view. Now their conservative is like Anna Navarro, who is as liberal as they come. Like it's absolutely insane. And Meghan McCain said, no one wants that job. No one wants to do it because you just sit there and you take abuse from them non-stop, and it gets hateful and hurtful.
Well, it's more, listen, it's not only more earnest, but it's more enjoyable to sit down and watch somebody who sometimes gives you a thought that you didn't expect to hear come out of them, right? It's more enjoyable to hear somebody with nuanced thoughts than to just stick with the talking point screed. And that's what the ladies of the View have become. I'll tell you this. Well, maybe I shouldn't. I'll go ahead and go there because I slipped up and said it. We have heard from some sources, and we cannot corroborate this yet, but I've heard from some sources that when it comes to The View, that Disney has been looking to shake up the format and bring in, I'll go ahead and say it. They're looking to bring in a Scott Jennings-style lady to be the counterpoint, and they haven't, to my knowledge, found the right person yet to do that. They're looking at what's going on with CNN, where Scott Jennings has become a rock star. And I think I think they would enjoy. Now they can't get like a Brett Cooper. Fox News already got her, but they've got to find that diamond in the rough, that lady who can be Scott for them.
They almost need like 3 other people. Like they need to get rid of half of these. Like if you had like a 50-50 split or something to where it's this even back and forth, but what they want is just one outlier that then everybody can pummel for an hour. It's kind of ridiculous.
Well, I'll give you some slight pushback on that, Blaine. I basically agree with you, but Anna Navarro from The View went on CNN. She's been going on CNN probably because she needs to find somewhere else to be when she's gone. She's been going on CNN, and if she gets the mildest of pushback from somebody who doesn't agree with her, she loses her mind and she makes major mistakes that put her in a really hot place to be. And I don't think the women on The View could stand to have 3, conservative or even centrist voices on there. I don't think they could stand it.
No.
The only thing I will give Anna Navarro is she was the only one that pushed back when they were having their love fest with Anthony Weiner a couple weeks back. She was the only one who refused to. She didn't push against him directly, but she refused to like play into this. You're a wonderful person. You're a wonderful, politician because you bash Trump mentality that the rest of them all seem to gobble up.
Absolutely. Erica, if there was a single conservative on The View, somebody like a Scott Jennings, would you tune in? Would you have fun watching them pillory the crazies?
Nope. I've never liked this show from the start. Never.
Not even when Bob Moore was there?
Nope. I don't know what it was. It was just something instinctively. It rubbed me the wrong way from the beginning. I don't know what it is. And now it's just really gotten bad as of late. I would rather watch talk shows like this. This is more entertaining.
Like the Pro Show. We try. And a diversity of views whenever we can get that through.
It's more interactive. You've got your audience is interacting with you, and talk shows don't do that anymore on TV. And I'm sorry, but as long as they keep The View, I don't care how many faces they change. I don't think it's going to change anything. People, I think, are just done with the title. It has such a bad reputation. I don't care.
That's a good point. Maybe the brand, maybe they need to just completely change the name and everything.
Mm-hmm.
They need to just let it go, like let it burn, and just don't bring anything like it back.
You know what I actually
really consider this entertaining?
I think I know how to fix this show. They need a live chat.
Whoopi, stop it.
Could you imagine that? All of us would be in there trolling that chat.
Mexican Iron Man would be there on the first second, dropping in super chats. Oh boy. Well, I'll tell you this.
That would be entertaining.
The one thing Disney has to worry about, and this is why they've got to make a change up, maybe during the hiatus, but maybe, October, November, whenever they want to do it. One of the reasons they've got to find a Scott Jennings style character, at least, maybe more than that, is because when you've got the FCC breathing down your neck and issuing you gentle warnings, right? Telling you that there could be consequences. There's probably consequences. So you don't want those consequences. And it's a good time to start squelching some of the problems now. It is a hive of villainy, though, The View, and it's going to take more, I think, than just dropping one of these ladies. It's the whole show. Maybe a Scott Jennings style female character can come in and clean house. I don't know. And I don't know who it would be at this point that could do it. I really don't. Panel final thoughts on this one and on Bill Maher calling out the far left as he takes a centrist position.
Just throw Ann Coulter in there. I think that'd be fun.
Oh gosh,
they are friends. Bill Maher and Ann Coulter are actually very good friends, which is insane.
Yeah. And folks, we have come to the end yet again. Another video of excellence in the can. What a joy it has been to share time with you. We hope you enjoyed it as well. If so, consider clicking that like button, share, subscribe, click it, stick it to the algorithms. It is the notification bell. And as always, drop a comment down below. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, so waste not yours. Join a community dialogue today, just on down below. Folks, we are going to say farewell for now, but we will see you back. 4 is more, and that's how many videos we put out every single day here on the Pro Channel. Hope you enjoy them all. Until the next time, keep learning, keep growing, And as always, keep having fun.
Jump into the water.
Why listen to music made by people and companies who really don't like you? Check out Vacation Radio today and prepare for all new content made by the people behind the WDW Pro Channel. It's the place you need for all the music. That should be fun.
Want it all, so I give them cannonball. Yeah.
Hundreds of songs, every genre you can imagine. Listen live on YouTube and enjoy a set list that's always sunny. It's Vacation Radio.
Arizona. Pineapple pizza, Hawaiian ice freeze, yeah. Can't wait to be up. 3 days of you and me.
What are you waiting for? Every WDW Pro video has a link to Vacation Radio in the video description. Try it out and subscribe today.